Hello, everyone. Sorry I'm a couple of minutes late. I hope you are all well. And I hope you've all had a wonderful week and are ready for another evening of quizzing. So, as I say, as always, I've gone live about 5 to 8. We will start the quiz at 8:05, just to give people some time to join. So in the meantime, use this time to make yourself comfortable, get yourself all set up nice and ready, and have a look at the picture round. So the picture round this week, they are all caricatures of celebrities. You simply have to tell me who the celebrity is. Should be reasonably self-explanatory. Hi, Richard. I hope you are having a wonderful week. Good evening. Hi, Prem. Likewise, I hope you've had a wonderful week and a wonderful day and are ready for tonight's quiz. Hi, Paul. So we will be starting in about 7 minutes. So you've got a little bit of time just to get yourself sort of settled and have a look at the picture round. Reduced team, just you, Jeremy, and your sister. I hope you still have a wonderful time even with your reduced team, Richard. Yeah, I hope you still have fun as well. Hi, Rob. How are you all? How is everybody? Yeah, hope you all had a lovely weekend, enjoyed your extra hour of sleep. Hi, Ma. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed your extra hour of sleep or extra hour of being awake if you went to sleep. I certainly used it for an extra hour of sleep. Hi, Ian. There we go. Although it's really thrown me off. I woke up this morning way more tired than usual, which always happens when the clocks change. But there you go. Get over it. All right, so we'll be starting at 8:05, so about 6 minutes time. So gives you time to have a look at the picture round. So the picture round this week, they're all caricatures of celebrities. You simply have to tell me who it's a depiction of. In this case, I want the celebrity's name. So there's one or two that are dressed as characters, but I want their celebrity's name rather than the character's name. Just to clarify that one. Yes, I hope everyone has had a wonderful evening and is ready for tonight's quiz. As I had a wonderful evening. Will have a wonderful evening. Has had a wonderful week, was what I meant to say. Tell, it's one of those evenings. I'm going to make mistakes. I know this. I'm very tired. But I've got a good, fun quiz ahead of me, or ahead of us. Don't think there's as many repeated questions as there was last week. Did notice last week there was a few questions that we'd had in previous weeks. I don't think that's the case tonight, but yeah, we shall see. I've done so many questions by this point, I can never remember what I've done and what I haven't. But there we go. So we have about 3 or 4 minutes left till we start. So did anyone do anything particularly exciting over the weekend? Yeah, if you did, let me know. My weekend was actually quite fun. I made a start on Christmas shopping. Not that I bought anything, I just went around and looked in on the shops. But I've got some ideas for some people who are difficult to buy for. The only things I really bought were things for myself. is always the way. Crafty things, making my own Christmas tree decorations is about what I bought. A couple of bits from Primark. Hi, Andrew. I hope you're well. So I do know we're going to be a bit thin on the ground this week with a few people who normally come, so they can't make it. But hopefully we will have a couple more people than this. Hi, Ryan. I hope you're well as well. I'm glad to hear that Andrew as well. Oh, and it's very cold today, though. Don't know why. I noticed when I leant on it. Oh, I'm confused. Who is well and who isn't well? Is it Ryan that's not well? Or Andrew that's not well? Okay. He lies, I'm good. That's fine. If you're not well, get better soon. If you are well, great. All right, we will be starting the quiz in about a minute or two, so not too much longer. Of course, if you haven't already had a look at the picture round, you can use this time for that, or to just have a chat. I always like having a chat with you guys through the comment section, or you can just sit and wait for the quiz to start. Oh, suddenly gone from having 15 people to 11. What a drop in numbers. That's not what usually happens. We usually have people joining. Ah, there we go. We're up to 13 again. But yeah, as I say, I know we're a bit thin on the ground this week, but hopefully it will still be fun for all of you guys, even if we have fewer people. So, oh, my mother has a few technical problems. Oh no. Typical. Well, hopefully they will be sorted. She's got a minute or two to get them sorted. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is half term, Ryan. No, I'm not on a break. I'm still working. But is anyone else on holiday this week? Okay. By my clock, it is 8:05, so I will make a start. So, hello and welcome, everybody. To everyone I've said hello to and everyone I haven't. I hope you've all had a fab week and are looking forward to tonight's quiz. So the format is the same as always. So we're starting off, well, we've got 5 rounds, and we'll do 3 rounds, have a break, mark the 3 rounds, do the next 2 rounds, have a break, mark those 2 rounds, and mark the picture round. So your rounds this week, we're starting off as always with general knowledge. We've then got a round all about board games. We've then got a round all about TV and film theme songs. Your round 4 is all about currencies, and round 5 is an answer chain, so general knowledge. So hopefully there'll be a mixture of ones for everybody. So there might be some that you're not so fond of, but hopefully there'll be ones to balance it out that you don't mind. So rules are the same as always. I'm sure you all know them by now, but just in case there is anyone who is new, if you are new, hello. Rules, 3 or 4 rules, nothing too strenuous. The first one is just like any sort of pub quiz in person. Please don't look your answers up. I want to know what you know, not what you can look up. The second answer is please don't post your answers in the comments. because again, if you're posting your answers in the comments, everyone else can see them. Spoils it for them. Obviously, joking answers are okay. Ones that are very obviously jokes. Rule 3 is I'm human. I do sometimes, quite often, make mistakes. Especially, I probably will end up making a mistake today, even if it's just saying something wrong, just because I am quite tired. But please, if that happens, please be polite about it. Don't go shouting at me in the comments. But ultimately, Quizmaster's word is final. And rule 4, not so much rule, just general guidance. Have fun. It's not meant to be taken too seriously. Yeah, it's just a nice activity for Monday evening. So if we are ready to start, or if you are ready to start, let me know in the comments and we will get going. Okay, so starting off then with our general knowledge round. So question 1, which was the first single by Queen to reach #1 in the UK charts? So which was the first single by Queen to reach #1 in the UK charts? Question number 2, which star sign is Queen Elizabeth II? So which star sign is Queen Elizabeth II? Question number 3, in which country would you expect a website ending with the extension .cy to be based? So in which country would you expect a website ending with the extension .cy to be based? Question number 4. What is the name of the mouse who is Dumbo's only friend in the 1941 Disney animated film? So, what is the name of the mouse who is Dumbo's only friend in the 1941 Disney animated film? Number 5, K9 coding is an anagram of which popular ITV show? So K9 coding is an anagram of which popular ITV show? Yes, Richard. So it's canine as in like dogs. Yeah. That one. Yeah, so canine is Canine and coding is Coding. Question 6 is how many players may be on the court during a game of basketball? So, how many players may be on the court during a game of basketball? Question 7. In which European country would you find the town of Duffel? So, in which European country would you find the town of Duffel? Spelt Duffel. Question 8. Who was the first Tudor monarch? So, who was the first Tudor monarch? Question 9. In which Shakespeare play do the characters Prospero, Miranda, and Caliban appear? So, in which Shakespeare play do the characters Prospero, Miranda, and Caliban appear? And finally, for this round, question 10. Who is the lead singer of the Irish rock band The Script? So, who is the lead singer of the Irish rock band The Script? Okay, so that is the end of round 1. As usual, if you would like any questions repeating, just drop me a comment. Yes, I know that, Mum. Pretty sure you're the one who told me that, but it's very interesting. Of course, Paul, number 5. So canine coding, spelt CANINE, CODING, is an anagram of which popular ITV show? Okay, if nobody else needs anything again, I'll move on to round 2 now. If you do think of anything else you want repeating, I'll do it in the break after round 3. But round 2 is all about board games. So question 1. In the board game Cluedo, which room has the most entry points? So in the game Cluedo, which room has the most entry points? Also, Andrew, sorry, I've just seen that. So I'll repeat that one in the break. I'll make a note of it. Question 2. On a Monopoly board, what is between Park Lane and Mayfair? So, on a Monopoly board, what is between Park Lane and Mayfair? Question 3. What is the total value of the 5 vowels in Scrabble? So, what is the total value of the 5 vowels in Scrabble? Prem, the theme is board games, or games in general, mostly board games. Question 4. How many points are awarded for a Yahtzee in a traditional game of Yahtzee? So, how many points are awarded for a Yahtzee in a traditional game? So, standard rules, not anything weird going on. Question 5. In the game of life, players have a choice of 2 paths at the start. These are start a career and start what? So, in the game of life, players have a choice of 2 paths at the start. Start a career and start what? Sorry. You know when you get a feeling like you're about to sneeze and it goes away? I've just had that. So if I do sneeze randomly, no, you know why. Well, sneeze unexpectedly. You know why, it's not that unexpected. Question 6. Water on the knee, writer's cramp, and spare ribs are pieces in which board game? So, water on the knee, writer's cramp, and spare ribs are pieces in which board game? Question 7. In which game might you ask if a person is wearing a hat, if they're wearing glasses, or if they have a big nose? So in which game might you ask if a person is wearing a hat, wearing glasses, or has a big nose? Question number 8. In Risk, what colour is Europe? So in Risk, what colour is Europe? Question 9. Which game consists of a plastic tube with plastic rods stuck through it to form a lattice? You then place marbles on top of that lattice and remove the plastic rods, with the aim being to cause as few of the marbles to drop as possible. So what game is that? So what game consists of a plastic tube with sort of rods stuck through it forming a lattice? You then place marbles on top of the lattice. The aim of the game is to remove the plastic rods whilst causing as few of the marbles to drop as possible. And finally, question 10. Which code-breaking game was invented by Mordecai Mirowitz in 1970 and shares its name with a long-running TV program? So, which code-breaking game was invented by Mordecai Mirowitz in 1970 and shares its name with a long-running TV program? Okay, so that is the end of round 2. So if you need any questions repeating from round 2, then let me know. Of course, question 9. Yeah, from Prem. So question 9 is which game consists of a plastic tube with plastic rods stuck through it to form a lattice. You then place marbles on top of the lattice, and the aim of the game is to remove the plastic rods while causing as few of the marbles to drop as possible. Okay. So as no one has asked for any more, I will move on to round 3. So round 3 is all about theme songs. So I'm going to say a line from a theme from a film or TV show. You simply have to tell me what that film or TV show is. So I want to know what the film or show is, not the title of the song, because in some cases those are different. It's the title of the TV program or film. I'll give you a clue. There's only one film in there. The rest of them are TV programs. So lyric number one is Timmy is an average kid that no one understands. So Timmy is an average kid that no one understands. Question 2, Saturday, or what a day, rocking all week with you. So Saturday, what a day, rocking all week with you. Number 3, the earth began to cool, the autotrophs developed tools. So number 3, the earth began to cool, the autotrophs developed tools. Number 4, every night in my dreams, I see you, I feel you. So number 4 is every night in my dreams, I see you, I feel you. Number 5, nobody knows where they might end up. Nobody knows. So 5 again is nobody knows where they might end up. Nobody knows. Number 6, they're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. So 6 is they're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. Number 7, it's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. So it's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. Question 8. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name and they're always glad you came. So sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name and they're always glad you came. Number 9, I can't count the reasons I should stay. One by one, they all just fade away. So, I can't count the reasons I should stay. One by one, they all just fade away. And finally, number 10, you're traveling through another dimension, a dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. So you're traveling through another dimension, a dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. And just in addition to that one, so there's been a few different versions of that theme. I've tried to choose words from it that are common to most iterations of it. But if you know a version that doesn't have the words or is slightly different, then that would be why. It's just because it would be maybe a different series of it. Okay, so that's the end of round 3, and with it the end of the first half of the quiz. So I'll do the repeats from this one and the repeat from round 1 that's been requested. If you have anything else from any of the first 3 rounds you want repeating, let me know. But from this one, questions 8 and 9. Number 8 was sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name and they're always glad you came. And 9 is I can't count the reasons I should stay. One by one, they all just fade away. Number 5 from this round is nobody knows where they might end up. Nobody knows. And then round 1, question 4 for Andrew is what is the name of the mouse who is Dumbo's only friend in the 1941 Disney animated film? So we'll give you some time to work on those now. I'll give you about 3 minutes. And if you are ready before then, just put a comment saying ready. And again, if you think of any questions from the first 3 rounds that you'd like repeating in these next 3 minutes, then just let me know. Yeah, Rob, is that question 7 from the theme songs round? I'm going to assume it is. So question 7 from the theme songs was, it's time to play the music, it's time to light the lights. Okay, you've got about a minute left. Okay, that is your 3 minutes up. So I will make a start on the answers now. Starting off with your general knowledge round 1. So question 1, the first single by Queen to reach number 1 in the UK charts was Bohemian Rhapsody. Number 2, Queen Elizabeth II is a Taurus. Her birthday is the 21st of April, 1926. So that makes her a Taurus, just. Question 3, if you are visiting a website that has the extension .cy, that's based in Cyprus. Number 4, the name of the mouse in Dumbo, who is Dumbo's friend, is Timothy Q. Mouse. If you've just put Timothy, you can get that point. Question 5 even, K9 coding is an anagram of dancing on ice. Question 6, you can have 10 players on the court during a game of basketball, 5 on each team, so 10 players in total. Number 7, you would find the town of Duffel in Belgium. Number 8, the first Tudor monarch was Henry VII. Number 9, Prospero, Miranda, and Caliban are all characters in The Tempest. And question 10, the lead singer of the script is Danny O'Donoghue. So moving on to round 2, and the board games round. Question 1, the room in Cluedo that has the most entry points is the ballroom. So it has 4 entry points. Most of the other rooms only have 2. Question 2, on a Monopoly board, the space between Park Lane and Mayfair is super tax. So super tax. Question 3, the total value of the 5 vowels in Scrabble is 5. Not a trick question, they're worth 1 point each. Question 4, in Yahtzee, you get 50 points for Yahtzee. Question 5, in the game of life, you have a choice between starting a career and starting college or university. So you have college or university. If you've got either of those, you get a point. Question 6. Water on the knee, writer's cramp, and spare ribs are pieces in operation. Number 7. You might ask if someone's wearing a hat, wearing glasses, or have a big nose in Guess Who. Number 8. In Risk, Europe is blue. Number 9. The game, the plastic tube and the rods and the marbles is Kaplunk. And question 10, the code-breaking game that shares its name with a long-running TV program is Mastermind. And finally, moving on to the theme songs now. So number 1, Timmy is an average kid that no one understands is from the theme song for The Fairly Odd Parents. Question 2, Saturday, What a Day, Rocking All Week with You is from Happy Days. Number 3, The Earth Began to Cool, the Autotrophs Developed Tools is from The Big Bang Theory. Number 4, Every Night in My Dreams, I See You, I Feel You is, of course, from the theme from Titanic. Number 5, Nobody Knows Where They Might End Up, Nobody Knows, is from Grey's Anatomy. Number 6, They're Creepy and They're Kooky, Mysterious and Spooky, is from the theme for The Addams Family. Number 7, It's Time to Play the Music, It's Time to Light the Lights, is from the Muppets theme song. Number 8, Sometimes You Want to Go Where Everybody Knows Your Name and They're Always Glad You Came is from the theme song for Cheers. I Can't Count the Reasons I Should Stay, One by One They All Just Fade Away is from the theme for Community. And finally, question 10, You're traveling through another dimension, a dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind, is from The Twilight Zone. So that is all of your answers. Yeah, I agree, Rob. I'm not quite at the end of season 6 yet. I'm slowly getting there. But yes, Community. If you haven't seen Community, it's an excellent program. I would recommend it. So moving on to round 4 now. So round 4 is all about currencies. So I will give you the name of a country. You have to tell me what the currency is in that country. So simple in concept. So if you are ready to get going again, let me know. And we will make a start on the second half of the quiz. Had one person tell me they're ready. I'm going to assume that most people, if not everybody, is ready and just hasn't said. So, starting off with your currencies. Question 1, what is the currency in Norway? So, what is the currency in Norway? Question 2, what is the currency in Canada? Question 3, what's the currency in Thailand? So what's the currency in Thailand? Question 4, what's the currency in Brazil? Question 5, what's the currency in Egypt? So what's the currency in Egypt? Question 6, what's the currency in Italy? So what's the currency in Italy? Question 7, what's the currency in Japan? So what is the currency in Japan? Question 8, what's the currency in Russia? So what's the currency in Russia? Question 9, what's the currency in India? Question 9 is what's the currency in India? And finally, question 10, what's the currency in South Africa? So question 10, what's the currency in South Africa? Okay. If you need any of those questions repeating, just let me know. Okay, as no one's asked for any repeats, I will move on to the final round now. So your final round is an answer chain round. So in case anyone is new, what this is, it's general knowledge, but the last letter of one answer becomes the first letter of the next one. And I will say in all of these cases, it is just one letter overlap compared. There's no multiple letter overlaps this time. So starting off, question 1. Which book series by Stephenie Meyer was adapted into films starring Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart in the lead roles? So, which book series by Stephenie Meyer was adapted into films starring Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart in the lead roles? Question 2. Which musical theatre song contains the lyrics, "When I'm stuck in a day that's grey and lonely, I just stick out my chin and grin and say"? So, which musical theatre song contains the lyrics, "When I'm stuck in a day that's grey and lonely, I just stick out my chin and grin and say"? Question 3. In which football tournament would you compete for the Jules Rimet Cup? So, in which football tournament would you compete for the Jules Rimet Cup? Would you have competed for it? That cup's actually been retired now. In which tournament would you have competed for the Jules Rimet Cup? Question 4. Which organ of the digestive system has the function of regulating blood sugar levels and secreting insulin? So, which organ of the digestive system has the function of regulating blood sugar levels and secreting insulin? Question 5. What is the capital city of South Korea? So, what is the capital city of South Korea? Question 6. In Arthurian legend, which knight of the Round Table had an affair with Queen Guinevere? So, in Arthurian legend, which knight of the Round Table had an affair with Queen Guinevere? Question 7. Which novel by Kenneth Grahame focuses on 4 anthropomorphized animals? So, which novel by Kenneth Grahame focuses on 4 anthropomorphized animals? There are other anthropomorphized animals in the novel, but it focuses particularly on 4 of them. Question 8. Which former tennis player presents A Question of Sport on the BBC? So, which former tennis player presents A Question of Sport on the BBC? Question 9. Who played Voldemort in the Harry Potter film series? So, who played Voldemort in the Harry Potter film series? And finally, question 10. What is the symbol for the chemical element tin? So, what is the symbol for the chemical element tin? Okay. So with that, we are at the end of the questions for this quiz. If you need any repeating again, let me know from either of the last 2 rounds. So I've got requests for 1, 2, and 7 from this round. So question 1 was, which book series by Stephanie Meyer was adapted into films starring Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart in the lead roles? Question 2 was, which musical theatre song contains the lyrics, "When I'm stuck in a day that's grey and lonely, I just stick out my chin and grin and say"? And 7 was, which novel by Kenneth Grahame focuses around 4 anthropomorphized animals? And 6 for Paul. So 6 is, in Arthurian legend, which knight of the Round Table had an affair with Queen Guinevere? Okay, so I'm going to give you 3 minutes again. If you are ready, before the 3 minutes are up, do let me know, because if everyone's ready before then, there's no point in waiting for those 3 minutes. And if you do think of any other questions you'd like repeating, let me know. And don't forget, this is your last chance to finish off the picture round as well, if you haven't already done that. Okay, you've got about another minute or so. Oh, wow. That's the Addams Family theme tune stuck in my head from the fact it was in round 3. All right, that is the end of your 3 minutes. So I'll make a start on the answers now. So the currencies round, question 1. The currency in Norway is the Norwegian krone, or just the krone. Number 2, currency in Canada is the Canadian dollar. Number 3, the currency in Thailand is the Thai baht. Number 4, the currency in Brazil is the Brazilian real. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it anyway. It's the Brazilian real. Question 5, the currency in Egypt is the Egyptian pound. Number 6, in Italy, they use the euro. 7, in Japan, it's the Japanese yen. Number 8, in Russia, it's the Russian ruble. Number 9, in India, it's the Indian rupee. Question 10, in South Africa, they use the South African rand. In all of those cases, if you didn't include the country with it, that's fine. So if you just had the krone, the dollar, the baht, the real, pound, euro, yen, ruble, rupee, or rand. Those are the important bits there. And then moving on to round 5, the answer chain. So question 1, that Stephenie Meyer book series is Twilight. Question 2, that song with the lyrics, "When I'm stuck in a day that's grey and lonely," and so on, is Tomorrow from the musical Annie. Number 3, that football tournament is the World Cup. Number 4, the organ of the digestive system is the pancreas. Number 5, the capital city of South Korea is Seoul. Question 6, in Arthurian legend, it's Lancelot that had an affair with Queen Guinevere. Number 7, the Kenneth Grahame novel is The Wind in the Willows. Question 8, it's Sue Barker who presents A Question of Sport. Number 9, Ralph Fiennes played Voldemort in Harry Potter. And number 10, the symbol for tin is SN. Oh, you mean no longer presents? Oh, when I looked it up, it said her contract was ending in 2021. That's why I said currently presents. Maybe I misread something. Oh well. And then finally on to the picture round. So number 1 is a caricature of Madonna. Number 2 is Robbie Williams. 3 is Barack Obama. 4 is Andy Murray. 5 is John Lennon. 6 is Ariana Grande. 7 is Beyonce. 8 is Chris Hemsworth. 9 is Freddie Mercury. And 10 is Marilyn Monroe. So with that, we are at the end of this week's quiz. I hope you've all enjoyed it. And as usual, if you have any rounds that you would like to see, message them to me on the Facebook page. I always like to include your ideas. At this point, I'm struggling for rounds sometimes, so it's always nice to have your ideas. But otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful week. Stay happy and healthy and safe. Enjoy half term if you get half term. And I will see you all next Monday. And happy Halloween. Happy Halloween for Saturday. And yes, I will see you all next week. Have a wonderful week. Bye, guys.